low.
I do. Oh, empty you give it. Yo.
The guy back in the field, so check that side and see whether the man
Yes, sir.
he moved it to that place.
The magnet. Yes, it's there.
Yeah, well, we saw
Which one? Which one?
this one with 2 or 3.
Vosa. Alfredo Vosa.
No, I'm a chair for Vosa.
Okay.
Okay. Already.
Wait.
Trevor.
It's a less wicked.
The bulls are.
Remember, I say, I pay for the movement. I say, I find a good one. I say, no. I pay. I pay me a moment. You Gabale Babale, Gagabale, the Bele. And you put it on head dog. I give a va. They make Bodu, Botta, Bono. And you see, I did it. No petrol in December. Go to the Voncujovi now. Ma troppo tanto mi ha avuto a Ciocona o le ba a now con quello e quello donne Ciocco Madame Pittman Marlene Pittman Kobo il guy le baba gli ha transfer ga con le figlie meno insieme ok now one one and two e do cara a non giocare dopo che sia che story non mi dici io mi dici like e ba con il con il gallo aveva $7,200 no coprano la we ain't been up. They're kind of more. Like, I'm not calling you to do anything. No, but they know he's going to find it. Oh, I'm sure going out. That's it. Not back there. Are you ready?
Low.
Dua. Oh, empty you give it.
Yo.
The guy back in the field, check that sign and see whether the man person.
Yes.
Then he moved it to that place.
The magnet. Yes, it's there.
Yeah, well, we saw
Which one? Which one?
This one with 2 or 3.
Vosa. I've heard of Vosa.
No, I'm a chair of Vosa.
Okay. Okay.
So it means that it has already
Wait.
Baba.
C'est le reste week-end.
The bones are.
Petrol December, Voodoo, Bokor, ma troppe tanami abituato a cioccolare o le ba a now copiò Bokor e bromelo don e ciocco Madame Pittman Marlene Pittman kobo ile ga ile baba ji a transfer ga koduga le fi me no isi mi okay ya wo no ne no joyi ne do kara aba no jo ba de ko ke sia the story all the minute if you over to like and ba ko ni ba ka kono ile ga yo ba $7,200 no cover na ga we ain't going to let them go. The banana call the situation. Let's go with the new design and find it. Oh, I'm sure now. That's it. Not that day.
Check.
I do it. My family, I cook a game ago or in Guna. One look at the top. I mean, really, me cat and me choy. I'm going to get me about me choy. Yeah.
Low.
I do it. Oh, empty you give her. The guy back in a few years. Check that sign, see whether the man person.
Yes.
He moved it to that place.
The magnet. Yes, it's there.
Yeah, well, we saw
Which one?
the one here.
Which one?
This one with 2 or 3.
Vosa. I've heard of Vosa.
No, I look here. I'm a chair for Vosa.
Okay.
Automatic death.
Okay.
So it means that it has already
Wait.
taken. Never.
batteria lo quello nya a he ko to la mente si ma je super fu dia ma america me tama wo life you na me ko a e fi tojo mo
c'est le reste weekend.
The bones are.
petrol dicembre Voodoo me Voncujovi now ma troppo tana mi hanno buono a ciocona o le ba ana ko kulo papalo le bro me lo dona ciocco madame Pittman Marilyn Pittman ko bo ile ga ile ba ba gibi a transfer ga ko dam le fi me no isi mi ko ki ya wa ma ne no joyi ne do kara aba no jo ba ne ko ko sia ke story ko mi ri ki yo ba fi like ene ba ko ni ba ka ko no ile ga lo wa be $7,200 no ko na ma ga voy a mi plena le reta la voz la van a call no yo que tengo ni se me fai oh macho bueno nada te Eduardo. Udah makan ni dah. Aku kerja macam orang yang pun na. Benda kata apa? Kami boleh mika, mi coy. Ya mau gere mi me bana mi coy. Yeah.
Edua. Oh, until you give her.
The guy back in the field, check that sign, see whether the man
Yes.
He moved it to that place.
The magnet. Yes, it's there.
Yeah, well, we saw
Which one? Which one?
this one with 2 or 3.
Vosa. I've heard of Vosa.
No, I'm a chairman, what's that?
Okay.
Automatic there.
Okay.
So it means that it has already
Wait.
taken. Good idea.
I'm going to come in my wall like you, and then you go. If you touch more,
It's a less wicked.
The bones are.
Remember, I say, when you go to the last day, I found a good one. I say, no. At the pay, I pay me a woman you knew. Cabela Babare, Gagabara, the Gray, and you put it on her dog at Javava. They make Bodu, Botta, Bono. And you see, I'm getting it. No petrol in December, go to the Botchobena. My trumpet and I'm going to Chupona, and now go to Donne Chukwe, Madame Pittman, Marilyn Pittman, Kobo, either guy, but I give me a transfer, I call them the female is here, okay, now one man and two. I don't know, you run it the second story, only minute, see you, but you like, and about on the back on them, even got over $7,200, no cover on them. We are going to the Talabot. We are one call the village. No, but they know this and find it. Oh, I'm too good. That's it. Are you ready?
Low.
Dua. Oh, until you give it.
Check that side and see whether
Yes, sir.
Then he moved it to that place.
The magnet. Yes, it's there.
Yeah, well, we saw
Which one? Which one?
This one with 2 or 3.
Vosa. I've heard of Vosa.
No, I'm a chair for Vosa.
Okay. Okay.
Does it mean that it has already
Wait.
taken? Beba. Look at there. I'm going to come in and I will like you and then you go. If you touch your more,
It's a long last weekend.
I beg, slow down, eh? Slow down.
Of our mafia. I bring the light.
Come, give me the cover. If you cannot come. Returns. You are not wearing slipper.
Yeah, well.
Okay, well.
Senator Voncujovi, this was Senator saying that he's going to the US to go and work for people, work for clients in the US. So when he goes there, work should come. And the clients that will come and disturb him, he doesn't want those clients. He wants clients that are reliable and people that will pay him the way he deserves when he gets there. He has been spending a lot of money, too much these days, this week, and he wants that to stop. So the poverty should go away and
good luck should come. Money should flow.
Ellen. It's here. I brought it.
For some time now. Me home ko bomb ko wife I want to go.
Into ever I level Bob completely.
I mean the bomb.
This is a batch intro.
Hey,
Then you move on that was an intro.
no work we call Bob don't you.
Call them, yes. I know better.
Everybody come watch yourself.
Good.
Everybody's things are spoiling. We are just wasting money.
Achei.
I beg, slow down, eh? Slow down.
Of our mafia. I might bring it like come, give me the camera. Give me the tons. You are not wearing slipper.
Yeah, well.
Very well.
Senator Voncujovi, this was Senator saying that he's going to the US to go and work for people, work for clients in the US. So when he goes there, work should come. And the clients that will come and disturb him, he doesn't want those clients. He wants clients that are reliable and people that will pay him the way he says when he gets there. He has been spending a lot of money, too much these days, this week, and he wants that to stop. So the poverty should go away and
Good luck should come. Money should flow.
Ellen. It's here. I brought it.
For some time now. Me home ko bomb ko wife I want to go.
Into ever I level Bob completely.
I mean the bomb.
This is a batch intro.
Hey,
Then you move on that was an intro.
no work we call Bob don't you.
Call them, yes. I know better.
Everybody come watch yourself. Everybody's things are spoiling. We are just wasting money.
Achei. Okay.
Poverty should go away.
I beg, slow down here. Slow down.
Of our mafia. I bet bring the light.
Bokor.
hello, because everything is on hello, because it's not usually I see it blinking. Hello, 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 hello. It's static.
Okay, it's coming now.
Okay. Hello, hello. But if I talk, it's different from me hitting the microphone. Hello, hello.
But even if it doesn't show this
It's okay.
Yes.
Okay, now I can see that it is showing. Okay, that's okay. It's now fine. Okay, let's start.
Yes, please.
Okay, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you all, wherever you may be in the world. This is African Magic Temple for ReVodution Voodoo Education live streaming from African Magic Temple in Accra, Ghana. There's something on this one. In Accra, Ghana. Life is restricted again. We haven't done anything, but it's already restricted. Oh, we have not even started talking, and somebody has already. Now I think it's the TikTok themselves who are doing it, because maybe there's an overload on their this thing. So even before you start, they say it's restricted. So is that okay now?
But if we restart it, it will undo the restriction. But if we continue, the restriction will
Be coming. So undo it and let's start again.
Yes.
We are having this problem, which is not supposed to be, but then it's okay. Before, yeah, I think so. The Chibuzo, Oturalete, and people who sent in messages, please send it again, because someone or the TikTok itself is always trying to restrict us from transmitting. We don't even know why. Put these lights also on, let me see whether they are coming. Or they spoil, without using it, they spoil.
Yes.
Without using,
I think we have to do the connection again.
there's something that didn't work well.
Yes.
Because nobody has used them, so how can they spoil?
I think the wire connection.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. So we are live now, and thank you all those who have been waiting for some time. We are ready to go now. So please send in your questions and your comments, greetings and everything, and then I will try to make something out of it. Thank you all very much. If the sound is good, let us know. If it is not good, please let us know. I'm going to pour libation now, and then after that we can start. Oh, ago mauga, go mauga, somebody samendo ago mauga, kitty kata amendo ago mauga, ese joto, amejoto, ese na anuame, ese tena anuame, woman of heavy, dokun of heavy. Woman of heavy maybe an anu, dokun of heavy, or bena or dokun of heavy maybe an anu, woman of heavy, or say, yo, ese no, amenyo segla, amegla, se, polipo. Yo na kaka me yoshe me ham furashu ko semi furashu peti me do agu ya abraças me yoshe adre ko do agu ya ta adre to me fi me kuna o ve so to kamera agu yo mi ano so ji anyi so kaka chikas mo sha adre me ya la fa me nyambre me la pe me nyambre me juru hola me yora kaka wo nya ingba ma ju floro afokla ingba mo do adika wo nya ple me mate kulo eteku etega. Oh, yo, a kind which you a kind, whatever kind, Java kind, Suva kind, Trova kind, you are kind, if you have a kind, Matava kind, the other kind. But if I remember, I had a door walk from the Jew, if you had to advance through the Jew, Miami no doubt, Miami Homba, Bewa, Capo, Bemio, Zango, Miami Pulvira, Hobase. You're like a wood job, Pata, Jomaku. A Focama Vola, Mojichimo, Voodoo, but you could look quite tall for me, Jobany or here velo. Dabonye metona ya moji utwa anukare pe venyi lepe abeto vajo etuzo plebu obono tepere ka o jopata be afi ejovo vajo nyi jopata opefia jopata metrona megbeda molo avifa gbe elie dina jopata no anyi afimia ajolo jopata atepere me yo mesime bojire to togbe dente abape lutizu bolu ajima ogbojuklo doja lo comme Valentin Fafa melova alo John akpefu ago sapate meyo atigeli meyo guru vudu era la fia e ye meyo amagasa segeja pasese se tawageje ahwa me your brahini me your bobochi me your befoli foli koko mo ne ka gomli godo kruche kuma ko manga tagbenyo kuto mo ne fana mi me your toni ko sipoku akubia yo no ne Mary akoso agoku foni ko geje kasinya amo osi fusi jam koso abra kobra mama nye bojo imba togbenyo agoku kofi togbenyo akubia mensa kuto mo ne fana mi lo me your page Celestine ya wakubia Catherine akubia fo ya sense ko fo ya Ben akubia kuto mo ne fana ni me ya uno tuji boko tuji tobe tuji me yo rakete okini hasa ponji da barasu barakona me yo boko adafi so fa hu bovi boko afacha wa joge kuto ne fana milo me yo no le vakpo no le gbe avega tobe amanze kuto ne fana ni me tobe na ni tretu le jita tobe Abraham jivenu le chame tobe fiato Simon Kavila benyana si aboti me yo Daniel Evie Pamare Lagbaro Nigeria da keke kuto ne fana milo me yo amanga koku anatovi ankeima kuto ne fana me yo happy akoso abaji yo Harrison George Ajovu kuto ne fana ni me yo Trevivio me yo Brahini me yo geje me kubia vi yo poje me bachunya nungwa teshi mate chiru capital okpo igona nungwa no beti again no beti view beti me yo kuto ne fana mi dagbe jime yo mi na me sese jime yo agbe jime yo mi don gbogbo jime yo ago enye do mereke mo go do no ya do mi na mo no me yo beti ase mi abenya agbe ne video ne do le me na dagbe ne fale me no me yo abochi sakra kama chwa be adogo kotokoli do ko kunma ku agbe to me yo ale acho franta mani o fifini kuma bisinkra o ko fito jabaku o chotu ko fito hen ko fi atra kable me to be hon bato magba Voodoo beto to ra ho bu ya sa pasa gidi ku nyo khoto ko shinyo khoto kere kuma yo me ya plage de makpesa ko chino po echi agemu no po echi molivo po echi trovo po echi ta he me de egbe ekere ke de egbo he pesa giri e de pesa abuto bare pesa gi e ka e de pesa be yenye woli pepe ko hara na nyo yo to be grindo be pocho chi me ko abejana be ko ko achine tu ne grindo po ne grindo do ne grindo nya ne grindo ha ne grindo do la me ne grindo ko chi vono grindo trovo no grindo ku vono grindo no vono grindo tu vono grindo be nye me na ka de funa fika e fo la ku tu no da ne chi vono da ne vono da ne chi vono da ne trovo da ne ku vono da ne be nye gbo me afo harai na ni o yo to be pechu manyamni afo harai na me yo kulo go ho chi chi afo harai na lo ye me yo aklama manaha bena me yo to be aklapu manaha go gogli mena me peti halo ya me yo holu ye pe apo me yo to be nyanya be na me yo peti halo da be go ye me yo mi do na me sese ye me yo lampu me yo ra kekelo o ko vere o lampu o bonu so anye o ko vena to Thailand ta lampu akpe ebe mi baba do go na fo harai na nya ochesia godo dagbe jilo na mesese jilo agbe jilo ngogbe jilo ago togbe ago boko ago ti ko le bene no lo mi we mi pota ne mi chasi ni pota ne mi jivi mi pota ne mi desro mi pota ne go asinedi to na je joji menyuri agbe ne fa na no lo na ma vore no to jilo no ebli po go ebe yo afagbo ma je so pepe to so le me da pa gidi me yo pali be meji eku meji wole meji di meji lo so meji mali meji abla meji akla meji guda meji sa meji ka meji trupe meji tula meji lete meji che meji fu meji bali che tula me yo klebo bi de kama fo to wa do bo am to wa de nya ande ma po ide di go bela yo. Okay, now we are ready to go. So we are taking it from TikTok, Africa Magic Temple on TikTok live session on Ewe Vodu. So we have our brother Chibuzo, which is the same like Tura Irete. Say good evening, Tommy. Hello, Chibuzo, how are you? Thank you very much. And then Chibuzo said the volume is low, and I think we have adjusted it. And then Chibuzo again said there are thoughts of background noise. Like it's rain. Maybe it's the air conditioner. Now it's okay. Okay, so I think we are okay now. Thank you very much for giving us that notice. It's very good that you did that. And then move it. Let's see if we can have somebody call Semafa or somebody to come and be helping you.
Yes,
because Kofi came and left. And then CB said, "Hi, good evening. I just joined you. Please, I want to know. I'm always not fit. if you are always not fit, have you gone to the hospital to check up what is going on in your life? Because not always, it is not always that when there's a problem in your life, you have to link it to spirituality. First, you must check the physical things about yourself or whatever is happening, and know whether you are not making any mistake or you are not going on anything that will disturb you, but you are going against them. Then, of course, if you all those things are done and you still doesn't do not have answers, then you turn to spirituality to find out what exactly is going on. So CB, I would say let me know whether you have already done all physical, herbal and orthodox medical things before things are not going on well with you. So you let me know. Thank you. This has gone, the screen has gone. Okay. Yeah, I think TikTok is over. And then that's still TikTok, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we have gone to TikTok again, and then I think Chubus also said good evening, Tagwe. There are lots of noise from the background. Okay, I don't know how long ago, but yeah, thank you. We are working on it. And then Ifa Riayo said blessings, Papa. Thank you very much, Ifa Generaro. Thank you very much. And then we have our big sister, Luna Nicole, said blessings, Papa and AMT family. Happy Sunday. I'm grateful to join today's section. We are very grateful that you joined today's section. How is your health? How are things going on with you physically and spiritually? Thank you very much for joining today's section. And big sister, Luna Nicole, say you look vibrant today, Papa, in all of those color and my favorite hat. I hope you please move it. You are well. I am very well. Thank you very much, big sister Luna Nicole. I am good today. Yes, I'm just I had a little bit sleep before coming to the program, so I think I am a little bit relaxed. Yeah, I'm very grateful. Okay, then we have Otura Irete. Say, Papa, what are all those Thai talismans on your table? Is it for 5 away smiley? Is it for fire or?
I think he meant to ask, is it for favor?
No, yeah, I don't know. It's my lady friend who has been my friend more than 40 plus years, my spiritual lady friend, and I lived with her back in Thailand in the late 80s and early in the 90s, not even early 90s, late 80s and the 90s, and she is still very active. And recently, when my children went to Thailand to her, she sent all this through my children to bring to me. They are talismans of Buddha and so many protective Buddhas, and also Luampu. Luampu is the spirit that works with her, and I had Luampu also working with me here, especially when it comes to divination with the mirror. Sometimes Luampu comes in to help me divine or give me ideas. So the one that I had that she has given me about 40 years ago, I lost it. So I told her, and when my children went this time, she sent all these ones to me, and they are all talismans of protection and to guide you, and also to bring favor to your life. Yes. That's what they are, talismans. And this one is I would call it Thailand or a Thai legba, like a shoe in Thailand, because this is usually at the entrance of the temple, and it's holding a very large sword to protect any negative spirit from entering the temple. So she has sent me one as well, which I'm going to be keeping in my shrine for protection? Thank you, Chibuzo, for that question. I'm grateful. Yes. And then Shamba Musa Mohammed is a good, that's Bokor Shamba. Musa is a good afternoon, Papa. Hello, Bokor Shamba. How are you? Thank you very much for joining the section. I hope everything is fine with you. Thank you. And then we have Tonam joining the section, and also Sweet Sadi join us there. Hello, Sadia, how are you? Thank you very much for joining my live section. No, you were the first lady who told me to come on TikTok, and I said, oh, it's not yet the time, but finally I came. I'm very grateful. And then I want to use today's live section to wish my lovely wife, Chieko Jimbo, who is my wife for the past 30 plus years, a happy birthday to her. She is a woman that has heart. I'm a very stubborn man, but she is able to stay with me until this time. So I'm wishing her a happy birthday. May her ancestors and my ancestors continue to give her good health and strengthen our relationship. Okay, so let's go on. And then we are on YouTube. We have Tomei Jimezanse Soka Ajaloko. There's in greetings and good day, Papa. Bokor Enuledo, America Mandela Enu Edu. Woli Ofu Enuledo now Bokor Tomei Jimezanse Soka. Said, I hope you are doing well today. Thank you for the time you make to teach and educate. Thank you very much for being part of this big family. I'm grateful for all the help, the assistance, and the support you are giving to African Magic Temple and to my family as a whole. I'm grateful. May the ancestors continue to help you and strengthen your health and help you to move higher in spirituality. I'm grateful. Then we have our brother Bolaji Ali in UK. Say good day, Papa. I hope you and the AMT had a good week. Yes, we did. Thank you very much. And please, Papa, can you recommend 3 books for spiritual empowerment? Many thanks. Bolaji, you see, there are so many books for spirituality, but the other day I just recommended one book, which is Voodoo Quantum Physics by Reginald Krausley. The Voodoo Quantum Leap, the Voodoo Quantum Leap, written by one Haitian medical doctor, Reginald Krausley. If you check it on the internet, you will find it. I think that's the only book that I can recommend for you now. And then, of course, sometimes you can also read the book of Santeria. It's a book, Santeria. I don't know, I used to have it, but they stole it from me, or someone borrowed it and never brought it back, and I cannot remember who borrowed it. But then you look for that one too, because the Santeria, the book on Santeria, I forgot the author, I don't know who wrote it, but it talks about our African traditional spirituality that is mixed with European Christianity, and then it strikes a balance between these two, how the Africans in the diaspora use and give names to the other deities by using angels and other things. So the Santeria is also a good book, and then of course the Voodoo, the Quantum Leap, is also another book. So because the Santeria once spoke about orishas and all these things, so it will be very helpful. Thank you. And then we have our brother Amir Khan. Say, hey, Papa, hello. Hello, Amir Khan. How are you? Thank you very much for joining today's section. How is Patricia? I hope you are both very well. My regards to all the family members back in the US.
That's all we have for now.
African Magic Temple.
Do we have something on African Magic Temple? Not really.
African Magic Temple.
I don't think we have anything on African Magic Temple.
There are some.
Okay, so we have Ja Favor, my nephew, there. So in I think Niger or Mali. I think Ja Favor. Yeah. So let me know where you are. If it's in Niger or it's Mali or in Algeria, let me know. And saying, please move the cursor from there. It's a blessed evening, Papa. Hello, Ja Favor. How are you? Thank you very much for joining the section. And then we have Jitor. Togbe Jitor Ponhosu. Greetings, Bokor Voncujovi. Thank you very much, Togbe Jitor Ponhosu. Thank you for joining. And then we have the Togbe Jitor Ponhosu say your audio isn't working. Mr. Voncujovi. Yes, I think we work on it now. So if you are still not able to hear, please let us know. We apologize for the sound in the beginning. I think that's what we have for African Magic Temple.
Yes, but I'll check ReVodution again.
Okay.
I think that's all.
That's all. So play some videos if there's still some videos to play.
Yes.
So we have someone on TikTok called Cane Sugar, say Grand Rising. Thank you very much, Cane Sugar. We are very grateful that you joined our section today. Thank you. If you have questions to ask, please do ask me questions. Thank you. Luna Nicole said, go up small.
Yes.
I think we have some interesting there. Okay, go up. Chibuzo said, happy birthday, Mom, for tolerating our talk. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Chibuzo. I'm grateful for that. Yeah, she tolerated me for 30 plus years. It's not easy. Yeah, I'm a very stubborn man, so. Thank you. And then our big sister Luna Nicole said, happy birthday, Mama Voncujovi. Thank you very much. Thank you, all of you. And Chibuzo was saying, happy birthday, Mami Sena. May, I think, may the ancestors, this thing which is lost in this thing there. Okay, may this new chapter in your life be more interesting. Thank you very much, Otura Irete. And then big sister Luna Nicole is saying, Papa, is there a particular day when we as Africans celebrate our ancestors like Dia de los Muertos? No, everybody's ancestors are different. And our ancestral worshipping or our ancestral celebration is not a religion, as to say today is the day Jesus was born, so everybody will go and celebrate Christmas. Or today Jesus died, so everybody will go and celebrate Easter. We don't have any day as a day that we celebrate our ancestors. However, in every community and in every shrine, they have their own days. Because each and every one of us, we have our ancestors that are different from another person's ancestors. Because the ancestors that gave birth to my grandfather or my great-grandfather, before they gave birth to me, I gave birth to my grandfather, and my grandfather gave birth to my father, and the same thing on my maternal line, are totally different from Mr. B, whose ancestors and grandfathers and grandmothers are totally different. So there cannot be a day that is set up that they have to celebrate ancestors. It is you as an individual who set up a day that you celebrate your ancestors. But because a Voodoo practice is not a religion whereby there is someone above that this person is the only entity. Without that entity, you can never see God. It does not happen in Voodoo as such. I know in Yoruba Ifa they have Olodumare and Oduduwa as this thing, but in Voodoo we don't have such things. So it is not, nothing is set up in tradition that will make you to have a day that all the people will celebrate your ancestors. However, you can celebrate your ancestors every day, and you as an individual, you can set up a day to celebrate your ancestors. For us in African Magic Temple, we celebrate our ancestors at the end of the year, mid-year, and then at the end of the year. However, if we are doing a reading and our ancestors appear in the reading, we also will do what they ask us to do. And every village in Ewe land, and I will say in Ghana as a whole, have a day that the village celebrate their ancestors and the deities and all that is necessary. But in today's world, it has become more of a Christian festival than celebrating the ancestors. People gather, dress up, and go to a deva, and they don't really say so much about their forebearers or the fathers who came before them. Rather, they go to church and then thank God of Israel for helping them to celebrate, which is, in my opinion, is not ancestral celebration at all. But the recent one that we did at in Chin Museum, I would say it's more closer to the ancestral celebration, because they actually put a day down that they celebrate the ancestors, and they invite chiefs and other opinion leaders in the community, and also priests and other people to come and pray to the ancestors. So each and every shrine and each and every community have the day that they celebrate their ancestors. So it is not like a religion like a Ramadan or Diwali. No, Voodoo is not a religion, so it cannot have such thing. It's an individual, spirituality is an individual affair between you and your God. And if you want to group and celebrate your God together, fine. You can also do it just in your house, because I know that most shrines, each shrine celebrates their own day where they honor and show respect to the entities and the deities they work with. Just likewise, they celebrate their ancestors. Because most of our countries, we call it, they are secular countries with Christianity and Islam as the main religions, especially in Africa. And these are religions, and they have their days that they celebrate their festivals. But for the traditionalists, people who are down to earth, who actually are the owners of the land, do not have that as a group thing. If my friend is celebrating his ancestors and he invites me to come, yes, I will go to their festival. That's how it is in tradition. Because the moment you start to make it a group thing, the lies and deceit will come into it. So it is better no one had ever put a day down that they are celebrating ancestors as a group thing. Because my ancestors are different from your ancestors. Thank you very much for that beautiful question. And then Chibuzo Otura Irete say, how is the work of Ese different from our ancestors? Kindly explain, sir. Okay, Otura Irete, Chibuzo. The essay is your destiny. It's your inner self that came into this world. It has nothing to do with your ancestors. That's the simple way to explain it. Your destiny is an entity on its own. It's a God on its own. That's why in Ewe traditional spirituality, we have three main gods, the Trinity. We have Mau, Sobo, Lisa as the creator, who is always changing and making differences. It's like Lisa is talking about the chameleon. So Sobo, Lisa is representing the male and the female aspect of the deity called God or the Almighty, if there is any. It also spoke about nature as a deity on its own, because nature is also always changing. And then we have what we call Mauga Sobolisa, which in my area we call it Mau Soblaje. In the area where I come from, the Ewe I speak, or the dialect I speak, they call Mauga Soblaje, which is also another deity or god, which is believed to be like a maintainer or the one maintaining the balance between what the creator Sobolisa is doing. And then we have the Mauga Esse, which is the individual creator, is the one that, according to Ewe cosmology, created human beings, each according to their destiny. That's why no two people have the same destiny. Just like your thumb print, there is no two people who have the same thumb print like another. So Mauga Esse is believed, or in every cosmology is believed to be the creator of human beings. So Esse, Sobolisa, Kitikata are all three different gods on their own. One is creating, one is maintaining balance, and then one is the one that create human being, each one according to according to their own destiny. So my destiny is different from your destiny, and another person's destiny is different from my destiny. So Mauga Esse is the god of destiny. So it has nothing to do with ancestors or no ancestors. But your Esse can direct you to be born in a particular environment, in a particular time, for a reason, either for you to make an impact or to learn. And whatever you go through in this life, it is your destiny who has set it up. And we have destiny in the positive and the negative. There are two sides to a coin. To every coin and to everything in life, there are two sides. So just like how there are lies, there is also truth. So Mauga Esse has two sides, and one is the negative Esse or Essevo, which is the negative thing, and if it is more prominent in your life, it becomes more difficult for you to be able to make a headway in life. You face challenges in everything you are doing. On the other hand, Mauga Esse itself is a positive aspect. Is a positive aspect that brings the positivity in everything you are doing. So this mosquito, I got it. No, I didn't. There's a big mosquito flying. Go around. So Mauga Esse, which is the positive one, has positive aspects of your destiny. And if you strengthen it, then you should expect more positive things in your life. That's why we do a 7 our negative Esse rituals before doing any major initiation for people, so that your positive destiny or your positive Esse should be able to help you to get to a higher design, whether it's physically, spiritually, or mentally. It all depends on your essay. There are some people who came into this world with a very negative essay, and they end up, without doing anything, they end up in jails, they end up being sick, they end up at the wrong place at the wrong time. It's all your destiny. So that's the difference between destiny and ancestors. Ancestors are people who share the same bloodline with us, or people that we share the same bloodline with. These are the people we call ancestors. A lot of people mistakenly have been calling the deities ancestors. The deities are not our ancestors. They are all deities in nature, and people are able to work with them. Your ancestors may be able to work with deities, and these deities will work with your ancestors. And maybe if you as an individual, you are born into that family, if your essence brings you into that family, then of course you come to meet the deities that your ancestors work with. And there's possibility that in your past life you may have worked with these things, but you are coming back again to continue from where you left off. So this is what is the difference between essay and the ancestors. The ancestors are not your essay, they are not your destiny, and your destiny is not your ancestors. The deities that we work with are also not your ancestors. Thank you very much for that beautiful question. And then we have Cane Sugar said Grand Rising. Thank you very much, Cane Sugar. Thank you for joining this section. And then Big Sister Luna Nicole said perhaps it is a diaspora celebration. I've never heard of it before. Just curious. Move the cursor for me. Just curious. Thank you, Papa. Yeah, I know the diaspora. A lot of people coming from Africa who came to the diaspora. I'm not talking about the slave trade. I'm talking about Africans who came to the diaspora later with spiritual information, which is already known to some of our ancestors who were taken away in their generation. And then these spiritualists or leaders on our traditional spirituality came to the diaspora, or went into the diaspora, and then they start to teach people. But then whatever they have in their community, whatever they learned in their life is what they brought. Like what people are celebrating, like Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa is not something that is general with all Africans or black people. Kwanzaa may be probably from East Africa, where they celebrate their New Year, but it is not the same like my people. So Kwanzaa may not be a general celebration of Ancestors' Day, but it may be a celebration of ancestors in a particular geographical location in Africa. What we do at in my area where I came from, the Ewe land where I came from, is that the ancestors are usually celebrated around our harvesting time. When people plant yam or crops, and when they harvest it, it's usually during this harvest that we have festival, and it is this time that people go to the ancestral homes or the shrines, and then pray to the ancestors. And each and every shrine is different. Each and every ancestor is totally. I lost the screen. Each and every ancestor from each different communities are totally different. Even in my village, my clan, where I come from, in my village, we have our own ancestral stool, which was brought by my great-grandfather. And it is the one that link our bloodline to our ancestors and to other people who are in that family. The next family or another clan is totally different. Their ancestors are also different from our ancestors. So when we do a celebration, each and every one will celebrate their own ancestors, but it is not at the Yam festival. So people pray to their ancestors in each home or at each shrine. That's what we call Togbe Zikbi. Togbe Zikbi means the ancestral stool, and it is the lineage or the link between ourselves and our ancestors. So it is not like, and the next village will have their own festival different. Another village will have their own festival different. So there is no distinction. But I know and heard that in the diaspora, in my room they have water. I don't know if you here, they will come. They have in my village we have different families, and each family has their own shrine, and they celebrate differently. So it is also with all other villages. Even now, nowadays, people are trying to group all people who came from one migration route to become one. For instance, in Ewe land, we have we call the Voncujovi, which is almost around, I think it's this November. There's a Voncujovi, or maybe December, I'm not sure, but there's a Voncujovi which spoke about the migration of the Ewes from Mochi, which is a city, a village, a town in Togoland, where our ancestors were said to have migrated from before coming to current or the present day Ghana, where some Ewes are. Some Ewes are still in Togo, and some Ewes are in Benin, and some Ewes are also in Nigeria. So, but this Voncujovi is only limited to the Anglo, the southern Ewes, because when you go to central Ewes like Bando, they have a different celebration which we call Daibakaka, which has nothing to do with the Anglo's Voncujovi, even though it is all said to be a migration history or remembrance of the migration of people. So this is how it is. So each community and each village has their own festival. In the Ewe land, most of the festivals, especially in the central Ewe land where I come from, our festivals are around the harvesting season, especially yam harvesting time. That's the time that we actually celebrate festivals, and this time also we pray to our ancestors by getting involved with our ancestral stools, which is the link between ourselves and our dead forefathers. Yeah, that's what it is. And Ken Sugar was saying that, hello Papa, thank you for your information. Thank you very much for the question and for listening. And then Ken Sugar said, please let me see whether there's any question up apart from Ken Sugar's question. Okay, we have Luna Nicole said, Papa, do Africans in Africa celebrate Thanksgiving? If so, why? We don't celebrate Thanksgiving as in the US, because what are we thanking in the first place? If I want to do any Thanksgiving, then I'm going to celebrate my ancestors and do Thanksgiving, which at African Magic Temple we are doing at the mid-year and also at the end of the year, 31st December, when we do our Thanksgiving an end of year celebration. People, all shrines have theirs different times, depending on the deities and their ancestors, and they go. They can invite you to join them. I also invite other people to join me to celebrate my ancestors and also give thanks to the deities I work with. But there is no Thanksgiving like in the American sense where the white man came to Indian land or Native American land and took it from them, and they are celebrating it as a Thanksgiving. Who are they thanking? Maybe for them to be able to have a chance to enter and have a place to stay. That's what they are saying Thanksgiving for. But we don't have that in Africa. Africa is consisting of about 52, 53 countries. And in each country, we have so many different ethnic groups. So how are we going to be? What is the Thanksgiving about? But individuals celebrate Thanksgiving according to what they are working with and celebrate their ancestors according to who their ancestors were. Please give me this. So, and then, so that is it. So we don't celebrate. We don't have any reason to celebrate, but each and every person celebrates in their house. It's not a nationwide celebration. Somebody may celebrate in June, somebody may celebrate in February, somebody may celebrate in January, somebody may celebrate in November, and somebody may celebrate in July. Someone may celebrate their own in December. It depends on the shrine, the city, and the ethnic group and the people. Yeah, that's what we do here. We don't have a general Thanksgiving Day. And then we have a Chibuza Otura Irete say thank you, Papa, and you are very much welcome for the question. And then we have Cane Sugar say hello, Papa. Thank you for your information. Thank you also for the question and listening. And then Cane Sugar went on to say, can you please let me know what spiritual baths are good to do this time of the year? There is nothing like a special spiritual bath to do at any time of the year. I don't have any idea on that. Spiritual baths are done when you have some challenges that you want to overcome. There are so many different types of spiritual baths. Some to cleanse you, some to promote you, some to give you a clear view or clear vision of whatever you are doing. So there is no special spiritual bath that is prescribed or should be prescribed for a particular time of the year. You know, in Africa we have only two seasons, rainy season and dry season. We don't have summer, we don't have winter, we don't have autumn, and we don't have what do they call it?
Winter, summer,
spring. We don't have these things in our part of the world. We only have wet season and dry season. The wet season is when rain is falling. The dry season is when there is no rain at all. These are the two seasons we have. So at any time in your life, if you feel that you have some challenges and you want to overcome, you can do a reading so that you can find out what you should do to overcome that challenge. And if a herbal bath is part of what the oracle prescribes, then you will do a herbal bath. And there are so many herbal baths, and it will be according to what the oracle says that this herbal bath should be things that will be inclusive in the herbal bath. They will tell you, and then you add them to the herbal bath, and then you overcome the challenge that you are having. So cane sugar, that is what it is. Thank you very much. You can do herbal bath at any time of the year, depending on the challenges that you are having and what you want to achieve. And then we have Ghost Rider. Say, Papa, I want to play Oracle with you. How do you play the Oracle with me? If you want to do a reading, you book an appointment and we will do a reading for you. Okay? Thank you, Ghost Rider. And then Cane Sugar is saying thanks, and thank you too. We have Amina Kasim 85 like the live. Thank you very much, Amina, for joining the live. I'm grateful. And then we have our sister Luna Nicole saying, Papa, the US is in turmoil with this presidential election? What can we do to lower stress? The US, we are also in Ghana, we are also in the election year. And I think many countries in Africa are also in an election year. What can you do to lower stress? What is the stress you are having? Whoever wins, whoever the people select is the winner. So what is the stress? There shouldn't be any stress. You may have a candidate that you love or you want to win, and another person may have a different candidate that they want that candidate to win. But whoever wins is the winner, or whoever is declared the winner becomes the president, and he forms his government. I think all that you have to pray for is that a good person that you like, I cannot even say a good person, the person you like should become the winner of the election. You don't need to have any stress over that. A lot of people worry themselves over the things that they cannot control, and that is what is happening in this world. There's a lot of people just worry themselves over things that they cannot control, because if it is in your position to decide who should rule America and who should have become the president, you could have just said, okay, I want Mr. Trump to be the president, or I want Lady Kamala Harris to be the president. But here you have no control over these things, and at the end of the day only one person will win. So you only pray for the person who you think is the best person should win. You don't have to stress yourself over anything at all. There are so many things that people stress themselves over, and they worry them, because at the end of the day, whether it is Trump that wins, you will still stay there. If it is Kamala Harris that wins, you will still be there. Vice President Kamala Harris, if she is the one who has won the election at the end of the day, you will not go anywhere. You will still be in the America. So what you can do is vote for the candidate that you love and you think should be the president. That's all. So don't stress yourself. Don't worry about whatever noise is going on, because it is just human desire that, oh, my person should be there, and then another person's desire to that their person should also be there. So what is the stress about? A lot of time people just hype up things and make you look as if you have control over anything. You don't have control over anything. You have control over yourself and your affairs. So that is all that you have to look after. If you are hungry, you go and eat. If you are not having a job, you look for a job or create a job for yourself. That's all it is. So don't worry, there's nothing you should do. Just be yourself and think about yourself. Whoever wins, things should be good for you. That's what matters most. Like in our country, we have two strong candidates, because we are having two strong political parties in Ghana. We have the NPP, who is in a ruling party now, who is in government. They form government. They've been here for almost 8 years. And then we have the NDC, National Democratic Congress, who were the rulers before the NPP came, and they had also been in opposition for the past 8 years, or almost 8 years. These two parties are the strongest parties in our country currently, and each one is featuring a particular candidate. The NDC is featuring John Dramani, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. I wanted to say Mohammed. Mahama. John Dramani Mahama as the candidate for the presidential election. And then the New Patriotic Party, which is the NPP, is also featuring His Excellency, the Vice President, the current Vice President, Mahmoud Bawumia, as their candidate. These two candidates are all good. Why do I say they are all good? Because the people who are in the New Patriotic Party, they want their candidate to win. And the people who are in the New National Democratic Congress, or the NDC, also want their candidate to win. So
We are all not the same, just like I was talking about our destiny. Somebody's destiny is to be a member of the NDC, and then another person's destiny is to be a member of the NPP. We all have different destinies. In as much as we will be praying that our candidate should win, or whoever is your candidate to win, you don't need to stress yourself over anything. Make sure you live your life well. You don't go disturbing anyone whereby you get into trouble. And when the day of voting comes, go and vote for the candidate that you like. Whether that candidate wins or doesn't win, what can you do? You have no control, because the other people are also going to vote. You are not the only one going to cast your vote. So it depends. I think in America as well as our country, the majority takes the majority is declared the winner, is it not?
Yes.
So whoever has more votes will be called the winner. So I'm here. I may have a candidate in my mind that I want to vote for. You there, you also have a candidate in your mind to vote for. Whether my candidate that I am voting for and your candidate are the same, that one is up to you, or it's up to me. I don't know. But when the day of election or voting comes, I'll go and vote for my candidate, and I'll go back to my house and then wait until they declare whoever is the winner. If my candidate wins, then I will jubilate, and so my vote I did not waste my vote. But if my candidate doesn't win, I will eat my humble pie. It means it did not happen this time. But times are there, time is there forever. It's not going to be maybe next time. So the same way you should all look at this election, whether in America or in Ghana or any part of Africa. If your candidate wins, you will jubilate, even though they are not going to give you anything, they are not going to give you money, they are not going to feed you or anything. Then you just jubilate because what you wanted to happen had happened. So simple as that. So I am advising all of you to stop stressing yourselves too much for what you cannot control. You only pray that the decision makers should decide properly, and then your candidate that you want to win should win. That's all. Thank you very much, big sister Luna Nicole, for that beautiful. I think American election is only 3 days or 4 days away.
Yes.
So the tension will be there because everybody wants their candidate to win. But then why stress yourself? Go and vote for who you want, and that's it. Ours is in another 1 month's time. So it's not even more than 1 month time. And then we too will go, and people will go and vote. And when we vote, and we'll come back home and sit quietly and wait for the Electoral Commission to declare who they see having the majority. That's all that life is. Don't worry yourself, because no matter what you stress yourself over, you have no control over it. Here, there's something has come to move. Okay, thank you. So, so big sister Luna Nicole, just relax. Take your time and enjoy good food. Have fun. You'll be fine. And then we have Amina Kasim say, hello Baba, nice to see you here. Hello Amina, how are you? I was going to call you today, but I was relaxing and wanted to be fit for today's section. Hope you are well. When I'm done, let's talk. Thank you very much. And then we have a big sister Luna. Many want to flee the US if a particular candidate wins. The violence is escalating. We are afraid. Why do you have to flee your country because a particular candidate wins? If you are against that candidate and you show some signs that you are against that particular candidate in either verbally or in a written form, and you have attacked that candidate, and if that candidate happens to win, then you become a victim. Then you begin to run away because you know that you say something bad. Now it's payback time.
No, that's what life is, you know. So people don't have to flee, because if you have not done anything wrong, why are you flying? Unless, of course, if that candidate has targeted you before even contesting, then when they win, then you know that you have no hope. You need to run away. But where will you run to? Big sister, where will you run to? Just make sure you are not against anybody openly. If you want, politics is a dirty game, and people who play politics are not clean people. They all have some stories to tell you to convince you, and they all also have some skeletons to hide in their cupboards. Don't be a fool to openly make yourself a target for anybody, because no one knows tomorrow. Maybe the person you think that may be a very bad leader may turn out to be a favor. My old man used to tell me that sometimes you pass through darkness to go to light. Sometimes the situation you may be in may look so dark and very bad, but it is that situation you need to go through to be able to get to the light. So whatever is happening in the US or even in our country, Ghana, no one needs to be afraid. Just make sure you don't make yourself a victim or a target for anybody to come and attack. I think President Trump had been a president before, and everybody had seen how he had performed. And our current vice president of the US, Kamala Harris, had also taken some positions in government before becoming the vice president of what's the president's name? Joe Biden. Yeah. See me, I'm not too worried about it, so I don't even know the people's name offhand. So Joe Biden. So she became the vice president of Joe Biden, and Joe Biden wanted to run, but his health wasn't good, or it's not good, and people saw that if he runs against President Trump, the Democrat, is it Democrat? The Democrat Party may lose, and so they gave the mantle to Vice President Kamala Harris to run, and she is making her waves and telling people what she can do. And of course, people have a record of what she was able to do when she was Attorney General, I think something like that. So please, let's just make ourselves open so that we don't become target for anyone. And don't stress yourself, because at the end of the day, whether it is Donald Trump, President Donald Trump, or Vice President Kamala that wins, America remains America, and the policies of America will remain the same as it has always been. So don't stress yourself too much, and don't make yourself a target to be attacked. Okay, so let's go, and then Big Sister Luna Nicole went on. It's much deeper than that. There is an attempt to become a fascist regime. Whether it's a fascist regime or what was the fascist regime they had in South America? I think Pinochet, Agostino Pinochet. Well, they say he was a fascist, but his time came and he was gone. And but the people in his country are still alive. So don't make yourself a target. Whether it's a fascist state or whatever, what can you do as an individual? You can't do so much. When the wind blows to one side, you must go with the wave. Because if you want to stand against the wave, it's going to push you down. That's my advice. Flow with the wave. When the wind is blowing, you don't come and face the wind with your nose, and the wind will be coming. You have to turn your back towards it. If you don't do that, the dust will go into your nose and it will come to your chest and you get infection. Okay, It's a fan who said that one. What about Batoman Chengo Epeya? Put the air conditioner off. Yes. I think Matigo Batoman Chengo Epeya, Lososa. Yeah. So you don't face the wind when it is blowing towards you. You better turn your back towards it. So just take care of yourself, whether America become a fascist state or not, because America is the leader of the world and everybody is watching the election, but not everybody has the right to vote in American election. It's only Americans who can vote in American election. If the whole world is to vote for vote in American election, then you will say we also vote. But even then, with that, we will still not know what the outcome will be until everything is over. So just take it easy. And then we have Big Luna Nichols. I hope it's only hype. I hope it's only hype, but it doesn't appear that way. The violence is real. What are people being violent about? What is the violence about? I want candidate A. You also want candidate B. So what is the violence about? Because when you become vocal and trying to prove to people that you know better than them, that's when people will attack you. But if you don't prove to anyone that you know better than them, and you just flow with the flow, there's nothing that you need to worry about. The violence is real in the sense that there are certain people who are running for runners to prove that they are this and you are that. That's all. Life is like that. It's not only in politics. When you are in life and you want to prove that you are better than other people, people who do not like you will attack you. But if you are just neutral and watching and listening, whatever people say, you just listen. It is very hard for people to attack you. But then some people may still attack you if you just listen and you don't even get involved. So big sister Luna Nicole, just take it easy. Don't get yourself into anything whereby anyone will attack you. Then Luna Nicole went on and said, in the US, the electoral vote can override the popular vote, so it is not who gets the most votes. Okay, maybe your system is a little bit different. So let's the electoral votes will be by the electoral college. So let's see how the electoral college will vote. That's what we have to just don't get yourself too much into any personal challenges with anybody. You'll be fine. And then say Rwandans weren't afraid until, okay, so big sister Luna Nicole said Rwandans weren't afraid until the cutting of the trees. Yeah, in the case of Rwanda, it was ethnic clashes. It was ethnic clashes that brought this in, and what had happened in Rwanda, because the Tutsis and there are two tribes there. Hutus and the Tutsis were against each other. Each one wants to dominate the other, and that's why such things went. But we thank the governments of the world, the United Nations, African governments, and also the leaders in Rwanda, that they brought peace and they brought development back to Rwanda. Yeah. Let's move up. Then we have Kofru Duahini. The great man is doing his great works again. Piao. Thank you very much, Kofru Duahini, for that. And then I think that's all for now. No, we have a big sister Luna Nicole again say, okay, thank you for addressing my questions, Papa. I'm very grateful and happy to address your questions, because in life you choose to stress yourself. Situations may be bad, but if you want to live, you can choose to ignore so many things and you still live well. But if you want to get involved sometime to prove that you have a better choice than other people, sure, people will target you. I don't get myself involved into politics. That doesn't mean that I may not support a particular candidate, but whoever I support is personally to me, and I am not going around telling people that your candidate is not good, but mine is better. No, that's what it is. Thank you very much for all these beautiful questions, Big Sister Luna Nicole, and then to all the other people who ask questions. I think we are now on YouTube, and we have Angela Gani. Say greetings, Papa. Hello, my sister. How are you? Happy belated birthday. I hope you are fine. My greetings to Williams and your children. And also to Kadi and other people. I'm very grateful you joined today's section. Okay, this is ReVodution Voodoo Education, and then we have Anoche Samuel Black. Say great teachings. I've been waiting for. Thanks very much. Thank you very much, Anoche Samuel Black. We are grateful that you waited all this time to watch it. Greetings. It's a great program. Happy to see you again. I'm happy that you are here too. I hope everything is fine with you. My regards to your family and loved ones. Thank you very much, Anoche Samuel Black. Then we have Pierre Pilasin. Say hello, Tommy. Long time. Hope all is well. Hello, Pierre. Yeah, it's been a long time. How are you? Thank you very much for having the time to join today's section. I am well, and we are all well by the grace of our ancestors and with by the grace of Mauga, Sobo, Lisa. Thank you very much. And then I have my in-law, my daughter-in-law here, Sila Ameji. Say good evening, Papa. Hope you are doing fine. I heard when cooking for ancestors, salt is not added. How true is it? Yeah, it is very true, and it is not very true. In our area in Hohwe, where we come from, Evedome, they have, when they are cooking the food, there are two portions. First, when the food, or especially the meat or the yam, when it boils, the yam, they will not put salt on it. And then when it boils and cooked, they will take one side for ancestors which has not got the salt, and then another one they will add salt to it. But all these two are also fed to their ancestors. They will feed them the one that doesn't have salt, and also feed them the one with the salt. The one that doesn't have salt is what we call the vovo. But when they are doing JJ or a tebaka or mashed yam, they add salt to one part and they add no salt to the other part. So these two will be fed to the ancestors. But then the afar way is they add salt to it from the very beginning, but they do not add pepper. So there are these two ways, the everything. But then there is one that people from Agotime Petre who also train me. For them, they add pepper, they add salt, they add everything, because you, the human beings, you have to enjoy the food first before giving the ancestors. So there are different ways of feeding the ancestors from different ethnic groups. And even within the Ewe land where we came from, there are different ways of feeding the ancestors. So sometimes people, it depends on the area, people say that they don't give the salt to their ancestors. And then there are some areas where the ancestors eat salt and even eat pepper. And then there are some other areas that ancestors do not eat pepper at all, but they eat salt. So you cannot say generally that that is how it is. That's why I was saying that it is yes and it is also no. It's true, but it's also not true. So and then you went on, how true is it, please? Secondly, do ancestors reject some of foods cooked for them? Yes, ancestors can reject food you cook for them. That's why it is usually advisable that before you cook for your ancestors, you should do a consultation and ask them what do they want from you, what do they want to give them. Otherwise, you may give the food to your ancestors thinking that they have accepted it. And then in another reading, your ancestors will ask you for food again, and they ask you to feed them again. And you'll be saying, I just fed you people just last week or yesterday. Why do you again ask for food? Then that's why they will tell you that they did not accept what you gave them. It has happened to me many times. And more so when you are feeding your ancestors, like I said earlier, you yourself, you have to eat the food and enjoy the food and feel that this food is good. Before, even drinks, you have to drink it first before you give your ancestors. But then there are some people who want to cook for their ancestors or want to feed their ancestors. I will say that, oh, me, I don't drink alcohol. But your ancestors who pass on, maybe some of them, they drank alcohol and you need to give them alcohol. But you say, oh no, I don't eat alcohol, I don't drink alcohol, so I will not drink. When you don't drink the alcohol and you give your ancestors, they will not accept your alcohol that you gave them. Or in today's world, a lot of Africans are becoming vegetarians and vegans, as they call them today. And then they say, oh, because I don't eat meat, I don't want to feed my ancestors with meat. Who told you your ancestors didn't eat meat? And if you want to feed them, you must feed them what they had eaten before. So you can't stand up and say, because you are no more eating meat, you will not feed your ancestors. You will feed your ancestors with meat, but you will not eat the meat. No, if you don't eat it, they won't accept it. So these are the ways, these are the things that happen when we are doing spirituality, doing real spirituality, not the blank one, like a blank slate. You just do things like a religious way, and then you think that it is okay. Each time you want to feed your ancestors, ask them what do they want. And if they tell you what they want, then you can feed them with what they want. But you who is feeding them must also eat the same food before giving your ancestors. Otherwise, they won't accept it. You must also partake of the drinks that you give your ancestors. Otherwise, they will not accept it. And whatever you were asking them to do for you before feeding them, or whatever the oracle has said for you before asking you to feed your ancestors, so that your ancestors can empower them so that they will intend to empower you on the physical plane. If you don't eat it, all that efforts and the money you spend will not work. So if you are even a vegan and you are cooking for your ancestors, and your ancestors demand that you give them blood meat, you should also taste it. If not, they won't accept it. Thank you very much, Sila Amiji, my daughter-in-law there. How is Afanyo? I hope you are both fine. I saw her the other day, she was writing, and I said, yeah, she's beginning. I remember my time when I was a baby, they used to take me to school. My aunties were teachers, so they used to take me to school, and I'll go and sit in there as if I was also a student or a pupil. So I'm very happy for her and for you. Thank you very much for the question. I'm grateful. And then we have our big sister, Angela Gani. Say thank you, Papa. Thank you to Angela. And my regards to all the family members. We have Tonya on Clubhouse here. So Tonya, if you have anything to ask, please, we are we will give you the permission to ask. But if it's not the time, then we will just wait until you are ready. Okay, we have who is that one? Okay, you talk also it items already passed. Okay, we have a Heru Asakara Amen. So greetings, Baba. Good to hear you and to see how strong you are. I am strong, I'm good, and thank you very much, Heru Asakara Amen. I hope you are also fine. My regards to your loved ones. Thank you very much for joining today's section. If you have any question, please send in your questions and let me try to answer. Because it's now 6 p.m. here and I want to close today's section very early. I'm very hungry here. I need to eat. Okay, I think this is on TikTok. So thank you for, and then Big Sister Luna Nichols, Papa, when someone greets you for the first time, are we supposed to present you with a gift? I don't understand. If someone greets you for the first time, are they supposed to give you a present with a gift? If it is me as an individual, as Papa, if you come to my shrine, you definitely have to bring some, what do you call it, a bottle of drink or 2 bottles of drink, so that I can receive you and tell the pour libation to the energies and the deities I work with and to my ancestors that this person has visited the shrine and this is what the person has brought, and that is it. It's a drink, but no one have to give me any special gift or whatsoever. But drink is always necessary because we use it to pour libation. Thank you very much, Big Sister Luna Nicole. And then Luna Nicole, there is a significant hum. But why is the hum coming from?
The phone when it was.
This one.
The phone when it was vibrating.
And this one.
Yes.
Was somebody calling me?
Yes, please.
No, there was. Oh, maybe it was WhatsApp. Somebody sent there.
Message.
Okay, I'll put it this way. So, but even there, this is the microphone is rather than.
Okay.
Let me put it somewhere far away. Okay, thank you very much, Big Sister Luna Nicole. I think it was my telephone that was vibrating because I put it on silent. So that's it. Thank you all very much.
Hi, good evening, Papa. It's Tanya. How are you?
I'm fine, Tonya. How are you? How are your children?
Children are good. I've had better days, but that's okay. I'll get there.
For sure.
I don't have any questions, but I will listen to the recording to see what I missed.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, you have a good night.
Hope
Thank
you
you
are
as
fine.
always.
Hope you are fine.
Yes, I'll get there.
We thank God. We
Okay,
thank God.
bye-bye.
Thank you. Okay. Goodbye.
Okay.
Yeah, we have some question.
Yes, Papa. From Hero.
Okay, we have a question on African Magic Temple on Facebook that Heru Asa Kara Amen. He said, Baba, have you heard of the Tagari and can you explain their job? Is it Tigari? Or I'm not sure whether it's Tigari or Tagari. I don't know where that comes from. Please, if there's anything called Tagari, I don't know. But if you are talking about Tigari, then I can talk about it, or maybe you missed the Tigari. Okay, good. Okay, Tigari is a deity in West Africa. I will not even say in Ghana alone. I am not very sure of its origins, but I believe that it's coming from the northern part of West Africa, probably Burkina Faso and northern part of Benin and Togo, and also it's in the northern part of Ghana. Tigari is a deity that my ancestors on my maternal side had worked with, and during my childhood, when I was growing up in my grandfather's village on my maternal side, my grandfather on the maternal side village, my uncles or my grandfathers, they were strong Tigari Busumfo or Tigari Komfo, and they did a whole lot of things that I saw in my childhood, and I think those things had triggered my strong desire to do this traditional spiritual work, or to do spirituality in general. I remember one of my grandfathers used to set fire to his own hair and would be walking on they put the wooden boxes and dancing while they are playing the drum. And they used to do healings, and they did a whole lot of things when I was growing up. So Tigari is a very powerful deity in Ewe land. It's in Ga, it is in Hausa, it is everywhere. It's one of the very powerful deities here in our land. And people are still doing. Today, some of the people who had been Tigari Busumfos have become pastors, or because it is easier making money when you say you are doing Jesus Christ's work. So people who have these traditional spiritual powers diverted into Christianity so that they can be able to make more money. And you can hear people playing Tigari songs and drummings in the churches, especially the small churches, and the people get possessed and medicine, because a Tigari will possess you. At my shrine, I don't have a Tigari as an individual entity, but I have Tigari inside my Jopata deity. In my Jopata deity, there are about 21 different deities that form one Jopata. And Tigari is one of those ones in it. And I haven't really learned the individual work of Tigari, so I only know it as in Jopata. Maybe in the future I may want to meet people who actually have Tigari as an individual deity and then learn more from them. But I knew from my childhood that it's a very powerful voodoo, if the Ewes want to call it, a very powerful voodoo, and it is spread all around. And yeah, they are warriors. It's a warrior spirit. It's a warrior spirit actually. But then, being a warrior spirit, it can do all other things. Yeah, so that's what the Tigari is. And we have one of our brothers, Nana Kokosachi, who came from the US but now living in Ghana. I think he's from Maryland area, who is living. He's a traditional priest in the US, but now he's in Ghana learning to be a proper and a full-time Tigari Busumfo, because according to him, he traced his ancestors to that tribe, so he is learning from them, and he has been teaching a lot about Tigari, and he is now making Ghana his home. He's built his house and everything, and then maybe in the future, those of you who may be interested in Tigari may consult him, and he may be able to help you and explain more. It's called Nana Kokosachi. When you go on the Facebook Messenger, you will find him. Thank you very much, Heru Asakara. Amen. Thank you for that beautiful question. There's somebody on Clubhouse, is Godi. Can you see?
Yes, please, Papa.
What's the full name there? Can you see the full name?
Yes, please. It's
Goddess.
Goddess
Ife Folami. Okay.
Yes.
Hello, Goddess Ife Folami. You are welcome to African Magic Temple ReVodution Voodoo Education live section, live streaming. Thank you very much. And then on YouTube we have Nuku Bokor, Nuku Ameibo. Say Papa, good evening, Bokor Enuledo. American Bokor Enuledo now. What are some of the ways in which leaders were chosen in traditional society which our political system can benefit from? Honesty, integrity. In the olden days, you cannot be a leader if you are not honest. If you are morally wanting and you are not this. People don't choose leaders who are morally corrupt. But when you know that this person is a thief, when he was a child, he was a thief, or he likes to create problem, he likes to tell lie, he likes to cheat and deceive people from their childhood, such people will never be a leader in our traditional society. But today, those are the people who are the leaders even in our traditional ways, because people are now valuing money more than life, in the sense that if someone comes and pay them money, it is very easy for them to make you a leader because you pay. And that's what is happening around the world, what they are calling vote buying, whereby somebody has money more than another person, and the person who is morally corrupt, because he has money, he will buy people and pay people, and people will vote or select them to become the leader of the community. But when you select such leaders, what do you expect? Breakdown in moral standards in society. So in the olden days, no one will select you because you have money. People will look at your background and see if you are not corrupt, if you are morally upright, whether you are honest or not. But today's world has changed, because young people in today's world, the only thing they think about is how to get rich quick. That's why we have all this fraud that is going on in even in our traditional spirituality, where people just buy some clothing and wear, put certain talismans around their body, or put some things and they call talisman, spread money in their whatever they are calling their shrine, and then tell people that I can make you rich, so come to me, and then they scam you. So today's world is different from the past. I hope and pray that one day we will select good leaders in our communities, so that these leaders will not be motivated by get rich quick ways, or things whereby society will moral values in society will be broken down. So in the olden days, they will always select people who are morally upright, who are honest. They select you on your integrity of honesty. Thank you very much, Bokor. Nuku Ameibo. Okay. So there's still a hum sound. What could it be there? Is it there? No, but maybe is it outside But maybe the big air conditioner at the top. Then the microphone is very powerful. If you can pick that one out there here. So it's a air conditioner for my living room is at the top. We are at the bottom in the underground here. So if you can still hear that hum, then it's then the microphone is very powerful. Can pick. It's outside. It's not even in the room here. Just bear it with me. I will be over soon. Or you can tell them to put the air conditioner off for a while. Let's see whether the harm is still there.
Yes.
Just call someone. Call Tara. Call somebody. You have Tara's number. Tell her to put the air conditioner on for a while. We'll see whether the harm sound will still be here. Thank you very much, big sister Luna Nicole. Say, Papa, I don't know the names of any ancestor. Will I ever know them without doing an ancestor tree? No, you cannot know the names of your ancestors if you don't.
Please, can you turn off the air conditioner upstairs for a while?
The big one.
Yes. Okay.
If you don't do an ancestral tree search, it will be difficult for you to know the names of your ancestors because no one can tell you that these are the names of your ancestors unless people from your bloodline, people who know your lineage, they are the only people who can tell you that these are the names of your ancestors, and that is what the ancestral tree will tell you. But one thing, if you know the name of your mother and you know the name of your father, that alone is enough. Because when you do ancestral feeding, you may call your mother and tell them that you don't know the name of the others. So the known and the unknown should come and eat. So these people that you know should be able to bring your message to the ones that you don't know. That's why when we do ancestral feeding, we say that we give the ones we mention, and then we say the known and the unknown. So if you know your father's father and father's mother, or mother's mother and mother's father, that's another plus. But without knowing these things, for instance, if you were adopted and you don't have any direct blood information of your lineage, then of course the people who were your parents who adopted you can actually represent the people you know as ancestors. Because it's not only people who died or who are on your lineage or blood lineage can be prayed to. People who you have even associated with, interacted with, and you got a good benefit out of them. When you are feeding ancestors, you feed them too. For instance, in my case, the teacher who taught me all these things that I'm doing today, or the teachers who taught me all that I'm doing today, when I am feeding ancestors, I call them and I give them names and tell them that I am feeding them. So if you want to know the names of your ancestors, then you have to go to the ancestral tree to find out. Then the big sister Nicole said, can the oracle tell us any names? No, oracle can never tell you any name of your ancestors, because the oracle may not know the names of your ancestors. If you don't give the oracle a name that these are the names that I have as my ancestors, can you tell me which one is real, which one is a real ancestor to me, and which one is not real? The oracle won't be able to tell you the names of your ancestors. If anybody tells you that without you giving them any information on your ancestors or the names of the people you felt or you believe were your ancestors, but you are not sure, and that they can just tell you that this man is your ancestor, that is your ancestor, it's a lie. That's why a lot of time the Africans in the diaspora come to Ghana and other parts of Africa, and people who want to take advantage of them and cheat them. They decide to deceive them that, oh, you are from our tribe, this is your ancestor, and it is never true. And then they collect money from you and say, oh, they will make you a chief and all this. And sometimes it's not real. You can only be made a chief when you have a blood lineage with a particular stool or ancestral stool. You cannot be a chief on a stool which your ancestors have not made. So these things you have to be very careful. No oracle will tell you the names of your ancestors. I haven't come across it yet. The mirror may give you some idea, but it is even not complete. Because when you bring a message from someone who has died to the mirror, because the mirror is pure necromancy. It's a pure necromancy. And you give a name to this, even they will ask you what is the name of the person who has passed on. Then the mirror may tell you and ask you for certain names and say, oh, who is this person? Who is that person? And if you don't know them, it will be difficult for you to know whether they are your ancestors or not. So it is not possible from my point, but maybe someone can tell you it's possible. But from us here, we are not joking at our shrine. We don't play games when it comes to reading. So we say it as it is. Thank you very much, big sister. Please put the air conditioner on here again. This place is getting hot. Ludenko, big sister. He said, I forgot to mention that I saw the video where you were doing rope tricks. I was impressed. Yes, I'm a magician. I'm a fully fledged professional magician. I have performed magic as long as I've been doing my spiritual practices as well. And I remember when I was in Varanasi in India, Uttar Pradesh, when I was being trained as a Hindu monk. I already knew magic before going there, so I was even entertaining my fellow students and my teachers at the training center in Benares in India. I had been a magician from a long time. I think from my early days, before even I went to Nigeria to become a teacher, or I became a member of the Anandamaga Pracharaka Sangha, I was already practicing some tricks and magic. And it was initially, I thought spirituality was the power that people will have to be able to do entertainment as magicians. And that's why I was attracted to spirituality so strongly, so that I can have power to be able to do certain things. But when I entered into spirituality, I realized that it was more of nature, to be able to be in harmony with nature, and nature will do according to nature's time. But then you must have a voice to be able to convince nature to do as you wish. So I was still practicing spirituality, but I branched into learning magic, thinking that magic has spiritual power. And it was after I learned magic, then I realized that magic was actually not a spiritual power, but it's an act to play God, or to play the divine, to play spirit. So magic is more of tricks, that you are acting as a person who has power. So magic and the rope tricks that you saw, I have performed it over 40 plus years, and it's in my hands. So when my children brought it back from Thailand, I told them to buy it so that I can teach them how to perform. So I was actually just demonstrating it for them, so that later I will have time to teach my son, who is now becoming a magician, so that he can also perform just like what I did in the past. Of course, they are all Bokor, they are all Afa Bokors, and also Voodoo priests and all this thing. But magic is a very easy way to win friendship. It brings people closer to you because people see things you do, and it makes people laugh and give them happiness. And that's what I was doing. Thank you very much for that you were happy or you were impressed. Thank you. I am all in all. I am so many things in one person. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. Then Luna Nicole said, Papa, Afa initiation tells us our destiny. Correct. Yes, Afa gives you the blueprint of your destiny. It gives you the picture and what you are. It gives you a clear picture of your purpose here. So it's like the pathfinder. It gives you the blueprint of your destiny. In Afa initiation, you don't need AMT initiation. But AMT initiation is totally different from Afa initiation, because AMT initiation brings you into the spiritual world directly, where you have access to working with spirits. That's what AMT initiation is. It brings the cloud and takes you into the psychic plane directly, where you can now interact with spirit at will. That's what the AMT initiation is. Afa is telling you why you are here and what you should do to be successful. Like in I've been a magician long time, and I've been initiated into so many things, into Hinduism and all these things. But even though my desire was to do spiritual work and all these things, which I had been doing, but it was until I got Afa that I knew that it is part of my destiny to be a traditional spiritualist, or generally to be a spiritualist and teach other people. So AMT initiation is without Afa, when you are initiated with AMT initiation, you are directly connected to the spirit world on the Voodoo line. But when you are initiated into Afa, you are only knowing your destiny, and you will know that these are the things you are supposed to do. So having the Afa as your guide, Afa can also guide you now, get initiation into this, get initiation into that, so that you can get this. So people who got Afa may later want to do AMT initiation, because with it, you can, with Afa, it is not, I don't know how to say it, but it is not that easy for you to connect with the spirit world. You may know that that's what you are supposed to do, but you cannot connect directly with the spirit world. But when you learn the Afa very well, then of course the Afa oracle can give you guidance if you want to do divination and know what is in front and what was at your back. But AMT initiation is an initiation that breaks you into the spiritual field, where you begin to act. You begin to act actively on the spiritual field. That's what the AMT initiation is. That's the difference. But even when you get the AMT initiation, it will be advisable that you get Afa, so you know your proper destiny and what you are supposed to do in this world. And then also when you get Afa, it is also advisable for you to get the AMT initiation, so that you know how to deal with the spirit world. And then we have Nyonyira Idris Abdul. Say, good evening, Daddy. I'm late. Okay, Nyonyira, how are you? Thank you very much for joining the section. Yes, you are a little bit late, but you know we are in the information highway time. Internet, the whatever had been said is always there for you to access at any time. So you are not late at all. You can always access and then know what we have discussed. The only problem is that you may not be able to input any live question whereby I can answer it directly. That's the only difference, but you are not too late at all. And then we have Kobi. Papa, there is a huge deposit of gold in my father's family. How? My father's family house, but they can't remove it. I'm very sorry. This kind of talks are all scam. I don't need gold, and I don't know how to remove gold from people's family houses. I'm very sorry. If there's a gold, dig it up, you'll find it. Let's go. So we have a Nuku, Bokor, Nuku, Amebo saying thank you, Papa. And thank you to Bokor, Nuku for the question. We're all learning. And then I have my son, Abdul Hamid. Here is a good evening, Papa. Welcome home, the magicians. Thank you very much, Abdul. How are you? Thank you very much. How are things with you in Niger? I hope everything is fine with you. Thank you very much for joining today's section, making it to join. Okay, so we are almost at the end of today's section. We are now 18:34, which is exactly 6:34 p.m. here in Ghana, and we will be closing our section very soon with one or two more questions, and then we can go. And then we have Mwambi. Hello, Mwambi, how are you? Thank you. It's been a while. Good evening, Papa. A long time. It's been a while since I last joined. Yes, that's true. How have you been? I hope everything is fine with you and your loved ones. Thank you very much for being able to join today's section. We are grateful. Okay, so we can now say the last prayers and then close today's section. Thank you all very much for being part of today's section. I'm very grateful to you all, and may you all have a very lovely week ahead of you, and may all the things that you desire come to pass, and may your energies be on a high level, and may your ancestors and the deities that you work with or are associated with bless you and open doors for you. Oh, talk with my mom, do a go. My dad, Manga so body sabe, your manga kitikata, your manga say, my dog. I say, in Yame, I say, a job, a major talk. Tambera Bejimayor, Thomas Jimayor, I can't mayor, Jopatamayor, a young goglibes you don't work, my dog, your lampu, or Harena, your potato. Gongo, your Anyiba Majo floor, Menaha, Gongo, your acclamate, sorry, the chaclama, a village acclama, Ama Poga acclamate, mayor, and Duatabu, your Holivia book, Duago, your Tobina Abbey, Duago, Nanyapete, your Adadokunanaga, Ulubu, no, Tobiabe, your Blindo. Your Tobu Pechumanyamli, Meduago, Namiapete, Yamayo, Ablapo, the Subu, Toby Ablapo, Namiapete, your Akbeta, Umbugake, Mile Cosrame, Akboko Damelo, Na, at me, if you are ready, and then Jinam and Sammy, the Salmon is from the children, no Bovi de Chomolo, and Banana met the Benami, Lamassarin, Mamia, see, Amy Bialo, the Siabe. Okay, there is a last question here from Harry Floyd Brewster Jr. who say AMT initiation. What does the AMT stand for? AMT stands for African Magic Temple. So AMT initiation means African Magic Temple initiation, because this is only from specific and special to African magic. This initiation is only specific and special to African Magic Temple, because the deities that we will initiate you into are only in African Magic Temple. You may not get them anywhere else, because these deities are our original patron spirits that we work with. It is not like the pantheon of Voodoo that people know about us in Voodoo or in Orisha practices. The Voodoos that I work with are my Voodoos. The Voodoos that I have been with for years, and you may not find them. You may not find them in other shrines. They are specifically for African Magic Temple. That's why we call it AMT initiation. Because when I talk about Abraxas, how many Voodoo shrines will you find Abraxas? And if I talk about Tobe Jopata, how many Voodoo shrines will you meet Tobe Jopata? And if I talk about Akai, yes, you may meet Akai into the spirit world, where you can immediately begin to function and get direction from the spirit world. You can leave us and go to any part of the world, and you still be able to connect with any other deities that are in that place, plus the ones that we introduce you to. That's the difference. So it is specifically African Magic Temple initiation. Thank you very much, Floyd. Okay, so I am done for today, and I thank you all for everything. And then Umwambi said, we are doing well, Papa, thank you for asking. I'm happy that I managed to join. Thank you, and then so shall it be. Thank you all, and happy new week to all of you. Okay, we are done. Or is there any question anyway?
I'm just checking.
Checking, okay. We are done. Oh, you have some question on ReVodution Voodoo?
I'm just checking again. This is ReVodution. Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so thank you all very much for being with me for these 2-3 hours. I'm grateful to all of you. May the ancestors, your ancestors, continue to open doors for you and give you strength. And my sister, big sister Luna Nicole, thank you for your time and teachings, Papa. We appreciate you, and so do I. I appreciate all of you who were on today's program and had been always being on this program. It is my favorite wish that we will continue to interact with each other and we learn from each other. It is the questions that you pose that will make me be able to teach what I am teaching. That's why we do not start the thing by setting an agenda that we are going to discuss this, because each and every one of us, we have different individual desires and knowledge, and we want to know more on them. So thank you, big sister Luna Nicole. Luna Nicole, want to say have a blessed week, Papa and AMT family. I hope to join you for next week's session. Yes, we also hope to see you again in our next session, and I wish you a very rapid and quick health improvement in everything, and I pray and hope that no stress should worry you about this election that is almost at hand. Maybe in about a week's time we will be having a different discussion. Maybe if the candidate you support wins, you may be happy. Thank you all very much. I'm very grateful to all of you for everything. May the ancestors continue blessing you all. And bye-bye for now.